Welcome to Better Today with Alex Merced, where we talk about improving your life by working on your relationships, knowledge, skills, and health, by allocating your time to development, maintenance, and leisure of those things. If you enjoy the show, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/AlexMerced. Hey everybody, this is Alex Merced, and welcome to another episode of Better Today, the podcast where we're always talking about how to be better today. Now, in this episode of the podcast, what we're going to talk about is the importance of learning about attraction. And I don't necessarily mean just for your romantic relationships, but in all the relationships in your life. The idea of how do you get people to be interested in you. Okay? And bottom line is this. People are always seeking value. So when you're out shopping for something, you're looking for the best value. When you are looking to learn something, you're looking for the best teacher. You're always looking for someone who, or something that produces value. And so in that case, if you want someone to be looking for you or to be, in a sense, attracted to you, whether it's to hire you as an employee, to date you, to do anything, you have to communicate value. Which means you have to be able to identify the value in yourself. So the very first thing that has to be done before you can have other people see the value in you is you need to be able to see the value in yourself and sit down and understand what it is that you bring to the table. Because once you understand that, you'll develop confidence, and that confidence will come across in the way you speak, in the way you behave, etc. A certain sureness of what you bring to the table, that you're providing something. But if you don't know what it is you provide, then what's going to happen is you're going to seem very unsure, very uneasy when you communicate with others in the choices that you make, and the difficulty in actually making choices to begin with because of that unsureness. So the point is, first step is to figure out to sell yourself to yourself. Because if you can sell yourself to yourself, then you're one step closer to selling yourself to others. Okay? And plus you also know what you're selling. And there's a lot of other things that communicate value, not just your confidence and the way you speak about yourself. Although, again, knowing what your skills are, knowing what you provide, whether it's great advice or you provide certain skills or you provide a understanding personality, a good sense of humor, whatever it is that you bring, knowing what it is and being able to use it and bring it. So again, when you're in a conversation with someone, if you know you have a good sense of humor, bring humor to the conversation. If you know you bring compassion, then bring that in the conversation so that way people see what makes you valuable. But also realizing that your goals and your life is a priority for yourself. Okay, so an example necessarily with going on a date with someone. Okay, if you show that you're too eager to move your schedule around for someone, that sort of displays that you don't necessarily have nothing better to do with your time. Then move everything around for them. Which then says, okay, well, everything else I'm doing, the person who I'm talking to, I see you as this much more valuable than I am, and I'm willing to reorganize my whole life for it. That's not necessarily going to demonstrate to someone that you see yourself and your time as valuable. Not necessarily you saying you shouldn't be any flexible and not give them any time, but there's a balance. Okay, you have to make sure that people realize that you have other things going on in your life, and you have to actually believe that yourself and care about those other things going on in your life, and not realize that the people who you're trying to pull in through again just producing value and communicating value is whatnot. Also, everything you do communicates. So the way you dress, the way you speak, etc. So the question is, what is the message that you're trying to communicate? What is it that you want people the impression that you want people to get? Okay, and again, part of determining what the impression that people should get is also determining and just realizing who you actually are. Because if you want people to get an impression of you that is very disparate from who you actually are, that's going to be a hard sell. Okay, it would be really hard to sell you a green ball when you're in the market for a red square. Okay, no matter how much I tell you this red square is a green ball. So bottom line is, you gotta understand yourself and like yourself and see the value in yourself. And where you feel that it is lacking, develop it. 2, you gotta take a look at what is the impression you're looking to make. And 3, go out and talk to people. Okay, because your ability to communicate that value is only it's not going to just happen overnight. The more people you talk to, the more people you interact with, the better you're going to get and the more confident you're going to become. So that's my advice for this week. Again, if you guys have any questions or things you'd like me to talk about, just shoot me an email over there at Alex Merced at alexmerced.com. And I'll see you guys next week on Better Today. And then for any of my other podcasts and other projects, just go to alexmerced.com. And if you enjoy the show and would like to support the show, go to patreon.com/alexmerced. That's Patreon, patreon.com/alexmerced. Thank you very much. Have a great day and enjoy.